5 and welcome to Friday's history topic lesson with me, Miss Medlicott. In today's lesson we are finishing our work on the Maya civilization and ancient Maya civilization by looking at their number system. As we've talked about, the ancient Maya people were very, very clever when it came to understanding different aspects of time. They created different calendars. They also were very clever with building constructions and temples and the such like. And as I've said, one of the things they created was a number system. So we're going to be understanding a little bit more about how the Maya number system works. You're going to be reading numbers using the Maya symbols for 0, 1 and 5. And you're also going to be solving problems and writing numbers using the Maya symbols for 0, 1 and 5. At the end of the lesson, the task is a creative task where you can use what you have learned from today's lesson to create your own board game. So, the Maya number system. The Maya numeration system evolved around AD 300. It is a sophisticated system, as you're going to see. It uses 3 basic numerals to represent any possible number. Right? Quite incredible actually that there are only 3 basic numerals. So they have a dot for 1, a horizontal bar for 5, and it's a conch shell for 0, so it's a bit like a shell. So those are the 3 numerals that you're going to be looking at. Okay, so we've got 0, 1 and 5. Now the Mayans were particularly clever because they were the first to come up with the idea of having a 0, which of course has huge implications for the numbers that you can create and of course for place value, as we know from our maths lessons. Let's look to see how the system works. So here are some of the numbers. Okay, as we can see, 1 is just 1 dot, 2, 2 dots, 3, 3 dots, 4, 4 dots. Now this is where it becomes a little bit more complicated. A 5 is represented by a horizontal bar, as you can see here. Now, as we move to 6, it's the horizontal bar plus the dot over the top. Okay, 7, the bar plus 2 dots, which looks a little bit like a little frog smiling. 8, 3 dots and a bar. 9 is 4 dots above a bar. Now 10, we know from our own maths that we know that 2 lots of 5 make 10. So that's why we've got 2 horizontal bars that is to represent 10. And then the process continues. As you can see, 11, 2 horizontal bars plus the dot. When we get to 15, we know that 3 lots of 5 make 15. So therefore we have to have 3 horizontal lines because the horizontal lines make 5. Okay? But then of course the numbers continue. And this is where it gets a little bit interesting. So for 20, we have a dot and then a shell underneath. Okay? Remember that the shell means 0. Now the Maya people used a base 20 number system, so after 19, multiples of 20 were written above the bottom number. Okay, so this is going to be the multiple of 20, so it's called base 20. So this dot represents the 20 and the conch shell is the 0. 21, that dot is high above, and then the 1 dot is just beneath it. Okay, now that's where it becomes a bit trickier with the Maya number system. 24, we've got the high dot followed by 4 lower dots, and 25, high dot followed by horizontal bar. Okay, so it's making quite a nice little pattern there. Then we get to 30, we've got the high dot because that represents our 20, very good. And then beneath we have 2 horizontal bars. What does the horizontal bar represent? The 5, right, represents the 5. 2 lots of 5 make 10, so that makes 30, and so on. So let's have a little look to see a couple of examples of how the system works. So we've got the 2 high ones, which mean that we have 2 lots of 20. And then this is 8 because we've got 3 dots above a horizontal bar. And the horizontal bar is 5. So that together makes 48. Okay, then we have the number of 20s. We've got 8 20s, which is 160. Number of 1s and 5s, we've got there 7. Okay, so green chili pepper challenge. I'd like you to have a go at this particular number activity. So it's a little bit of maths, a little bit of history, and just think the ancient Maya people would have used these symbols. That's the green chili pepper challenge. Want something a little bit trickier? Here we have the yellow chili pepper challenge, where we have the base 20s. Okay, and see how the base 20s work. Right, so we have the base 20s here. Okay, 2 lots of 20 times by 10. Okay, there we go. So have a go at those. You can use the key to help you. And then the red chili pepper challenge, slightly harder. We've got here the key to help you. Okay, so pause the video to have a go at these tasks. Right, here are your answers on the screen. Pause the video to have a go at marking your work. For yellow, your answers, mark your work. And then for red, here are your answers. So pause the video to mark your work. Well done if you got those correct. Now, for your task, I'd like you to try and create your own game using Maya numbers. So you could have a go at snakes and ladders. If you're feeling really confident, you can go up to any number you like. But I suggest if you're not feeling so confident, why not just go up to 30, for example? If you're doing cards, just go up to sort of 10 if you're feeling less confident. Okay, so only push yourselves as far as you think you can go, because it is quite a lot of... it's a very sophisticated system, the Maya symbols, and it's a complicated old number system. So if you're not too sure about the bigger numbers, stick to the lower ones. But I'd love to see your own games created using these Maya numbers. So don't forget to take a photo of your work to send in to me. I hope you've enjoyed today's lesson, and I'll see you next time. Bye.